Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Edebo, and in today's tutorial I'll be teaching you how to cut and sew a bralette from scratch. So I'll be making use of my scrap fabric. That is my remaining fabric I got after I made use of the fabric for a different purpose. But 1 yard of any fabric of your choice will be okay for this tutorial. Okay, then you'll be needing your chalk, your scissors, your measuring tape and your ruler. So the basic measurements I'll be making use of are just 5. Okay, the first is my underbust circumference. That is the round of my underbust. Mine is 30 inches. My underbust length, that is from my shoulder to where my bust stop. Mine is 13 inches. My front half length, that is the length of my bralette at the front. Mine is 15 inches. My back half length, that is the length of my bralette at the back. Mine is 13 inches. And lastly, the round of one of my underbust. Mine is 7 inches. This will enable the bralette sit well on the bust. Okay. So because it's a scrap material and it's kind of confusing figuring how to cut, and I wouldn't want to waste so much time on this tutorial, I'll just be explaining to you how I cut it. Okay, so to get the bra cup, I'll be making use of my underbust length. Then I will minus 5 inches for my strap, which is the hand of my bralette, and then use the remaining to create the bra cup. Okay, so I will be left with 8 inches after minusing 5 inches from 13 inches, and then add up 1 inches for allowance, which is now 9 inches in total. Then times that 9 inches by 2, which is now 18 inches. Okay, I will then go ahead cut out my fabric with the inches I got. So I will cut out an 18 inches width and 18 inches depth of fabric. I will then go ahead and fold it into 2. Make sure it's equal and fold it up in 4. And then lastly, fold it up like you are creating a cycle skirt. Okay, from the tip like this, I'll be coming down by 9 inches I got after minusing the 5 inches for my strap from my front length, and then I will just create a curve and also take the measurements all around my fabric and then cut along the curve line. So I will just go ahead and cut the center out like this, so that I can have 2 pieces of my bra cup that I can use for my boat bust. Then at the tip, I will just cut out half an inch. This is where the strap will pass through when I want to join them all together. So that's all for the bra cup. Okay, next is to get the strap of my bralette. That is the hand of my bralette. I'll be making use of my back half length minus 2. The 2 inches is for the band. That is 13 inches minus 2 is equals to 11, plus the 5 inches that I removed from my front half length, which is now 16 inches in total for the length, and the width is 2 inches. It should be cut in 2 pieces for both hand, and that's all for the strap. Next is to get the band of my bralette, and I'll be making use of my round underbust circumference plus 7 inches allowance. I added the 7 inches because I'll be making use of an elastic at the back for ease. Okay, and then add up 1 inches allowance for the joining, that is for seam allowance, which is 30 inches plus 7 plus 1 is equals to 37 altogether. That's for the length. And then 5 inches for the width of my band. That is the wideness of my band. And that's totally all on how I cut the bralette. So the next step I'll be showing you is how to join and sew them together. The first thing to do is to sew the strap of my bralette first. I will just fold in half an inch on both sides like this, and then go over to my machine to sew on it. And this is it after I was done sewing. I went ahead to sew the other one also. The next step to do is to bring in my bra cup, fold it up this way. The wrong side of the fabric should be facing you. Then put in my stripe at the tip. I will then go ahead and sew it together with my machine. Okay, so this is it after I'm done sewing, and I also went ahead to sew the other one. Next is to sew the two sides of the bra cup together on my machine, and this is it after I'm done sewing. And I also make sure that I do the same thing to the other one. Next is to bring the strap out. That is, the right side of your fabric should now be facing you like this. So on the down part of my bra, on the down part of my bra cup, I'll be sewing a loose stitch because I'll be making a little gathers to enable the bra cup sit properly. So I've gone ahead to sew it. I will just have to adjust it to my measurement. I'll be making use of the round of one of my underbust, which is 7 inches. I'll also do the same thing to the other side. I'll make sure that it's 7 inches in total. I'll just go ahead and tie up the thread so it won't lose while trying to sew it on my machine. Okay, so after I'm done with that, next is to bring in my band, fold it up in two. I'll be doing the two sides of the band like this. I'll be joining the two sides of the band like this, and then cut out the center a little bit like this. This is to enable me know where I'll be placing my bra cup. Next is to open up the band like this. Place one of the bra cup on the center part like this, the exact place I cut at the center of the band, and then pin it down to the band. Also, I will be doing the same thing to the other one. Pin it also to the band, then fold it up this way. I will also join the other side of the band to this other side, pin it down also. I will just go to my machine and sew from this end to this end, okay, so as to join the band and the bra cup together. And this is it after I'm done sewing them together. One side of the opening, I will turn it out by bringing out the bralette outside like this. Take your time while doing it, okay? You can see how beautiful it came out. Okay. Next is to join the two ends of the band together with your machine. And this is it after I'm done sewing. Our bralette is already looking very, very fine. So I will just have to cross-check my measurement to know how much I'll be using for the gathers at the back. I'll be making use of my round underbust measurement, which is 30 inches divided by 2, which is 15 inches. I will then measure it out on my band, so I'll be left with 3.5 inches allowance times 2, which is 7 inches. And that was actually the allowance I added when cutting my band. I will cut out an elastic, the 7 inches I got. I will just go ahead and open up the band like this. From the part where I joined the band, I will come in by 7 inches on both sides. That is eliminating the 7 inches allowance and making the band to be the total of my round underbust measurement. I will pin the elastic on the 7 inches I got on both sides and then go ahead and stitch it down on the fabric with my machine. So this is it after I'm done sewing. Next is to stitch the elastic and the band together. While sewing it, be expanding the elastic so that it will be enough to accommodate the space, okay? So this is it after I'm done sewing. I make sure that I expanded my elastic so that all the space can fit in the elastic. The next step is to join my band together by folding in 1/2 inch on both sides of the band this way. Just follow exactly what I'm doing. While folding it, pin it down like this so it will be easy when trying to sew it. And then come in by 4 inches on one side of the band like this. And on that 4 inches, put in one of the strap and pin it down. Do the same thing to the other side of the band. Come in by 4 inches and another 4 inches, pin in one of the strap, put in one of the strap and pin it down. Then go ahead and sew on it with your machine. And this is the final result after I'm done sewing. It's looking so beautiful. You can decide to make it a cross at the back. Your choice, okay? Thank you for watching. Please subscribe to be notified whenever I post new videos. Click on the notification bell and please share. See you next time. Bye.